Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, come on, Jeff P. I wanted to show you something. There he is, first place. Craig, what's up, my Aussie buddy? Christine, man, it didn't take long for you guys to come popping in here. Okay, somebody tell me, I bought this tank at auction. What's the deal with it? Is it a sump? It's a 10-gallon. Somebody put a piece of, that's glass, at an angle. It's got maybe a 1/2 to 3/4 inch gap at the bottom. Is that a sump, filter sump? That's what I thought. So you would put media in there and pump out of it. I just wanted the 10-gallon tank. I was wondering if there's a way I could probably just, probably use that as a double tank. Huh. Anyways, okay. All right. Yep, cut it out. Yep. All right, let's see. I am going to set you people up. And I'm going to work on my fish room. I'm going to pull a Craig, just like I did this morning. And then I'll put chat up on my pad. Use a razor. 10-4, buddy. Happen to have one right here in my pocket. I'll pull the blade out of this thing. Scrape that out. Because you can always use another tank, and I do not need a sump. All right, volume good. Everybody hear me all right? Actually, I will. I wanted to show you a couple of things too, Jeff, anyway, since I can. Okay, there's the cherry barbs set up with a collector. I'm certain I got some out of there. I got a fat female in there. Oh, that's not her. One of those albinos is pretty big, but that male must be back chasing that other female around. There is a fat female in there. Anyways, I'm sure I collected eggs out of there this morning, and I put a little methylene blue in that hang-on breeder box. Should drop an airstone in there. Probably should. I will do that while I'm working here. All right, what is going on here? Chat is freezing again on my phone. That sucks. Okay, anyways. So I feel really bad about this, but I swear that my Hawaiian Variatus platies are eating their fry. So I got the breeder box set up on there, and I'm gonna move my fattest female out of there and put her in that breeder box, because I know I got some fry in there, but not too many. So I'm gonna put one of them big fat ones in there and see how long it takes for that to happen. I'm worried about that fry container. Those slots in that divider might not be big enough. But that's the largest hang on. That's the side of a 20 gallon. So I'm hoping that's enough space for it. I hate those smaller breeder boxes. Yeah, hi Chris. My doggone froze up again. All right, let's see. I got to catch up now. Hi Jody again. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Jody, Chris is here. No body shaming. Let's see if I can just take Chris. Okay. Jeff's got his Variatus, which I'm working on. Yeah, I don't know if that's the medium. I did get a couple of different ones online. And I don't know, this is the Fluval half gallon. And I don't know, I believe they make a small, a medium, and a large. So I have this half gallon, which I would have thought would have been a large. And then I've got a couple of these 0.3 gallons. And I'm using those to raise fry. So I've got a couple different brands that I had tried, but I will tell you that I truly think that the Fluval's the best breeder box of all the ones I've tried anyways. Let's see. Cherry barbs. Yeah, I have one male longfin cherry barb, 2 female longfin cherry barbs, and 3 female albino cherry barbs. So the male is in there having his fun with all of them. So let's see. Guess who got eggs? Craig probably got eggs. He always gets eggs. Yeah, air-powered breeder boxes are awesome. I would recommend the extra money for the Fluval. Rams. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the boxes either, but man, I got a ton of hornwort in that tank, and I know those doggone platies are eating those fry. They are silt traps. Try not to leave the fish in there for too long. Because, yeah, you suck up all the debris from your tank when you're doing that water exchange, and it just sits in there. All my fry kept dying in there. Yeah, I'm not going to leave them in there long. I need them in there just long enough to separate them from the mother. And Cheryl's back. Did you get your car painted, Cheryl? All right, I'm putting you guys back up. I don't think there's anything else I want to show you. I mean, sure, there's stuff I want to show you, but let's see. Oh, you did see. What did I do with that? You saw that on the earlier stream, Jeff. I had gotten all these fish came in a single purchase at the store, and they're all in this quarantine tank. That was probably at least a month ago. So they're two purple mystery snails, 2 golds, and a couple. I just picked up a couple of multicolored guppies to put in my. They're on sale for like $2 a piece, $2.99 a piece, and then all my false Julie eyes are in here. So I'm gonna pull those guppies out of there. But these doggone mystery snails, look what they did for me. So I'm hoping, I like the purples better than I like the golds, but I'm hoping that I get purples out of that. I did not expect that, but I will take it. All right, I wanted to show Jeff that. And then here are my glow light Danios with their, I've dumped that a couple times, but I don't think I've gotten any eggs out of that yet. But I do want to put, Craig, maybe you can tell me this. I got tiger barbs and green tiger barbs in here. And I think, let me see. I know I got male and females tiger barbs. The greens, there's only 2 of them. I want to say they're both females. They look to be both females. Yeah, I've never seen them redded up, so I want to say they're both females, but I'm certain I got some male tiger barbs. Well, those barbs will crossbreed, right? I should be able to get those greens and those tigers to breed together? Yes, they will, he says. Purple and purple leaves purple. Oh, you're not allowed to have... Oh, hi, Steve. Steve there was going to answer his question anyway. I was going to ask him a question. Mystery snails are illegal in Hawaii, huh? Not 100%, but okay. All right. Okay. Well, I'm putting you guys in the stand so I can actually do some work. Yeah, my chat is frozen on the phone. But still moving on my pad. So I'll try and keep up with you guys on the tablet. You guys are chatting up a storm here, though. The random toad. No, I do not have axolotls. I have no desire to have them. Not that I don't like them, but it's just not a fish I have a desire to keep. Gord's here. Yeah, those snails are really nice looking. I thought I remembered watching, if I were to guess, I would say Keeping Fish Simple. Your buddy out there, Craig. Why am I'm gonna have a brain freeze on his name. Anyways, I thought that he had actually put 3 different types of barbs. The green, tigers, and something else. He had all 3 of them in a breeding container and got eggs out of them and fry out of them. I don't know whatever happened with the fry, how those fry turned out. And of course, you never know whether they've crossbred or not. Doing a nice little water change too while I'm talking here. You know, it's a nice automated water change. Oh, I should show you my Equus Corys. I'll show you my Equus. Let me catch up on chat. Nick, yes, Nick. Nick at Keeping Fish Simple. Are you pushing a storm front down to us, Gord? Because we are still supposed to get hammered. It was coming down pretty good this morning for an hour, then it stopped, hasn't done a thing since, which I'm grateful for. All right, so here's the Equus Corys. Craig, you'll appreciate this. All right, so there's the 20. That is how far I've let it evaporate. I'm barely feeding them. There is a massive female in there somewhere. I don't see her right now, but she is huge. And so I don't know how long it's been, 2 or 3 months, and letting that evaporate down. So I'm just under a half. I thought I was lower than that, but just under a half. But I'm gonna let it go. I had to put X's on that tank so that my wife wouldn't feed them or clean any of that guppy grass out of there. I didn't want her to do anything to that tank. I feed them maybe twice a week, maybe. But I'm just letting them go. Water temp is around 70 to 72. And I'm gonna let them go, probably let that drop another 25% at least. And then I'll wait for a storm front and put about 10 to 15 gallons of RO water in there and see what happens. Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe not. I've heard people saying that maybe Equus is one of those breeds where there is only a certain time in their life where they're going to want to spawn. But that's the second tank. I got 2 tanks with those. There's 7 of them in that, or 6 of them in that tank, and there's 3 in another little 5-gallon. Oh, you say the power head, huh? Hi, Joe. Oh, Cheryl, you know who's in the chat. Tell them what you're going shopping. Yep. You can tell him, because I think he was watching part of the stream. I don't know if he got to it or not. I could lay a power head in that tank too, but I'll wait till I dump the fresh water in there and make them think it was a good storm. Yeah, I know. I told him, he was messaging me, Cheryl, and he's like, I'm watching your stream, and I'm like, oh, there's parts of that stream you're not allowed to see. Hi, Stephen P. Hello. Yeah, right, Craig. Drop another 3 inches, put in a ton of RO water, and drop a power head in there. Yeah, I'll do that. Should I leave all that cover in there? Leave all that guppy grass in there? Yes, he says. Yes, he says. Okay. All right. What else we got going on here? Did a bunch of cleaning up this morning. I can keep picking away at stuff. Stinking algae. So it's 40 species. Yeah. Yep, that's why I gotta start taking notes. Yeah, so that means you're not allowed to watch any more of that stream, Jeff. Yeah, you just gotta push the buttons, right? You gotta push the right buttons. Some fish, not a big deal. Other fish, gotta push the right buttons. Cleaned out a snail trap. Trying to get rid of some snails out of a couple of tanks. We just talked about snails. But there are some tanks I don't want them in. That was a good pile of them. That thing's only been in there for about 3 hours. I'll take that. Productive. Sam, sup with you? And I can't get albinos to breed. I can get the bronzes to breed. Can't get the albinos to breed. Well, I shouldn't say I can't get them to breed, but they don't breed like my bronzes do. I don't even have to push my bronzes. They just go, go, go. In fact, now that you mentioned that, I wanted to check my albino tank and see if I had any spawning action, because I just keep missing those eggs over and over and over again. Yeah, I finally got a small colony that is breeding pretty good. I don't know how healthy their eggs are, because that's the problem I have with my other colony. They aren't always fertile. But I got this other colony, but every time I come down here and there were eggs, all that are left is residue on the side of the tank. Ticks me off. How can it be that it doesn't matter what time I come down here, I always miss them? No eggs there, and probably no eggs in the other tank either. Nope. All right, now all I gotta do is catch that stinking mama platy. That ought to be fun. And how about this, Craig? My stir-bys usually lay eggs regularly, but ever since I dropped an eyelash spawning mop in the bottom of their tank, I've never seen any eggs. So I'm gonna go back to the old method and just wait to collect it off the glass. I don't know. I think you told me, Craig, that you use spawning mops to get your eggs from your stir-bys. But I haven't any luck. I'm gonna go back to my luck with them laying on the glass. I'll let them lay on the glass. Go with what works for you, right? Oh, your albinos won't lay in a mop. Yeah, the albinos, I've never had mops in with my albinos. Or my greens, or my bronze. Yeah, moving Corys. Yes, I agree with you there. Moving into a different tank. Just changing the water parameters to a different tank. Yep, I agree. So I've seen that happen a number of times. I've brought new Corys home, put them in a tank, and had them spawn within a day or two. I'm sorry, Stephen, we're talking about Corys. I know how much you can't stand those. Put up a little fan for my heater too, so we'll see how that works out. Move the air around the basement a little bit more. Oh, let's see. Only last. Hi, Jim, again. I think he was here this morning. 40 liter, that's 10 gallon. Heck no, that's not too small for Corys. What, Jeff P., what are you doing calling it a 40 liter tank? What's wrong with you? Oh man, I wouldn't like 2 mornings. 1 morning's bad enough. Plus yours are sterile, Jeff, so I don't know what you're worried about. I do that for the rest of the world. There's a world outside of here? Come on. Yeah, 2 mornings. I mean, that's nothing wrong with that. They don't know any better. All right, Jeff P., you seen this? I don't know if I've shown you this up close and personal. Yeah, it's natural, all right? It's a hole in the ground surrounded by rocks. So this is the Blake's Aquatics catcher, right? Got the tray that sits in there. Slope bottom, airlift tube, but it's the airlift tube, I think, where we're having the trouble. But it is, I mean, it's really a nice setup, but I just got to get this. And what the heck, it doesn't cost me anything to make it. I just print it and I silicone a piece of ceramic tile at the bottom of it to hold it down. But I got to do something with this lift tube here to help the lift become a little bit more powerful and a little bit more consistent instead of a gurgle, gurgle, gurgle. So I've just pulled those out of a couple of tanks, and I got 2 of them. I've just pulled them out of a couple of tanks so that I can try and redo those. Redo the lift section. Now that I have the doggone lift pipes super glued to the unit, I might have my kid print some more. I don't know. We'll get it. I don't think I glued this in. Let's see what else is up. When I first started, I was into castles, all plastic plants. Oh yeah. Yes, that was Blake's design, 3D printed. Yes, I think my son went to his website because Blake had offered the the printer file for it. Corner box filters, yep, nothing wrong with those. Yeah, I want to check out Sydney's method. See you, Cheryl. Thanks for stopping. See you soon. Tomorrow night. You got things to show Jeff, don't you? I did go out to my buddy's trailer. He can't get his trailer door closed, and the wind kept blowing it open, and he is in a bed, quadriplegic. So when one door opens, it blows open the door into his living room. So his frame is so twisted, there's so much snow on top of his trailer. And he's laying there in bed saying, well, you just need to do this to the hinges, and you just need to do this. And I'm like, yeah, no, it's beyond that. So I had to take a bungee cord off of my truck and put a couple screws in his door frame and bungee cord his door so it wouldn't swing open. And then the other call I went to, winery, no heat. And it's an outside entrance to the mechanical room, and none of it had been cleared out or plowed. It was like 15 yards of 36-inch snow, and I called them up and said, yeah, they're all right in the building. They'll live. I'll be back when you get that all cleared out, because I'm not going to trudge carrying all my tools through 3 feet of snow. But they did text me and say, hey, it's all cleared out. But that was about a half hour ago, so I'll go in the morning. Blake has some of your fish. What's the 022? Yeah, I like Blake. Oh, Gord, you do that. See, I could almost do it but I never know when I'm going to be down here because I'm self-employed, so I can not go to work in the morning, or I can work an hour, come home at noon. So I set my lights to come on at like 10:30, and then they go off at like, what time? They go off at 6:30 at night. So yeah, blessing and a curse, Jody. Blessing and a curse. Because I lack certain motivational skills to keep myself going sometimes. Oh, excuse me. We bought a ham for Thanksgiving that we didn't use. So we cut a hunk of that off today, and I had ham for lunch. Carolyn's taking the bone and making split pea soup right now, and a fresh loaf of homemade bread. 60, Christine. Actually, I think there's 58 down here and 2 upstairs. Yeah, I never know when I'm going to get called out. That's what sucks. So I think I was saying that before. I'm just 30 plus years of being at everybody's beck and call. That gets a little old. One thing, if I could switch weekends with somebody or something, but I've never had an employee, so. And especially in the winter. Usually when somebody calls in the winter, it's an emergency. So yeah, and I'm trying to figure out how to set up more tanks down here. I mean, probably there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 that are 5.5 gallons or smaller. And everything else is 10 and above. There's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 10-gallon tanks. And then 20 talls, 20 longs. There's a 55 down here, 45, 29s, 229s, 240s. Yep, and I want more. Don't we all want more? I want more. I have more I could set up. I just need to build a rack. I know where to put it, but the other rack's in the way. I'm going to build a double-sided rack down the middle of the room and then get rid of one of the racks on the wall, which means I take away 6, 7, 8, 9 tanks, but the rack that I'm going to build has going to have 12 10s and 9 20 longs. And I might change that because I might turn the 10s end to end. I think I have enough room for that. Because that way, instead of 4, I should be able to get 6. So instead of 12, I'll get 18. That's the goal anyways. I mean, it doesn't really matter right this second because I don't have any money to buy extra tanks. So let's see, let me go back up. Jody, I do plumbing, heating, air conditioning. Branton's back. Well, that's why you got to go automatic, Jeff. You got to have ham and a split pea soup. You got to gourd. Yeah, I don't know. Did I ever show you my... This is all I do for my water changes. All right, so first off, this is all for you, Jeff P., so that when I come out of place, we can get this all done. First thing I do is put in a temperature-controlled mixing valve. Mixes my water delivery to about 74 to 76 degrees. It's not precise, but it's close enough. Then it comes over here to the other side of the room. Excuse the mess, I'm still all torn up from parging my walls. Comes through I believe I put a 10 micron filter in there and a carbon filter, 5 micron with carbon. So that's all at house pressure, and then it goes through a pressure reducing valve, which drops it to, what is that at? I tried to keep it under 15 pounds. I got it set to the lowest. It was tough finding that valve. All my specialty companies, they were like $300-400, and then I found this one at Home Depot, and I'm like, sweet. So I will do a video on this, and I'll put some of these parts in here so that people can see where this stuff is available at. That pressure reducing valve, I think I want to say it was like $85. So then that line comes up, runs through, and basically I have drop lines, and I use CPVC Schedule 80, which is the heavier PVC. I use that for all my water lines, so I'll try and get away from the glare. So that gray pipe is the Schedule 80, and then I got the Gemco water valves. So you just drill and tap the pipe and then screw those in, and then they have a drip emitter on each drop, and so this is what happens when it's running. And that's my water change. That drip emitter is a 2 gallon per minute. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 gallon per hour. So if I leave it on for 2 hours, I've done a 4-gallon water change on a 20-gallon tank. And I'll probably run that, maybe twice a week. And the 10s, I think most of the 10s have a 1 gallon per hour emitter on them. The 40-gallon tanks have a 4-gallon per hour emitter, and they have 2 of them. So those are actually getting changed out to 8 gallons per hour. So yeah, it's a sweet setup. And then of course all the tanks are then drilled. So when you look back behind the tanks, if you can see back there, all the hoses out of the back of the tanks, out of the bulkheads. Bulkheads on the back of the tanks, down to hoses that drop into a PVC pipe, which, because it's a 160-year-old basement, I had to come over to the end of the basement and punch a hole in the floor and dig in a sump pump, which everything drains to. Ideally, I'd love to pump that water out to a garden, which at some point I promised myself I would do, so that I will irrigate a garden with that water. All right, where am I at? Oh, I know what happened here. Chat froze up again. Let's see, now I gotta go back up. If I missed anyone coming in, I'm sorry, because chat froze. Yeah, you liar, Jeff Pelham. I got room for one more rack, then that's it. Yeah, right. Yep, Craig, you're right. I could get 1,000 tanks in his basement as well. Brandon's getting gold lasers. What are the L126s? Oh, 136. What are the 136Bs? The albino 333s, I don't know. I know it is tough to choose. Vibes is in the room. What's up, Eddie? Well, since I can't get your sausage gravy and biscuits from whatever that place was, wife's upstairs making split pea soup, buddy, with a ham bone. Split pea soup and fresh homemade bread. Oh, SC's in the house. Gold lasers. Is that the one, Craig, you said you had a heck of a time breeding? Took you 4 years to breed those? Bell's probation. Oh, good. Oh, government jobs. If I could go back and do it all over again. Been on a kick. Oh, what did I just do? Did I shut my mic off? I hope I didn't. Is my mic still on? Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? All right, sound is on. Okay. Thank you. I don't know. Oh, I was going to say, with everything so screwed up with shoveling and plowing and all that other crap, my sleep pattern's so screwed up. I've been watching all these, because we've been apocalyptic here for the last 5 days, 6 days. Been watching all these 1950 and 1960 movies on the end of the world. It was great. Good stuff. I like watching the older movies because then you're not disappointed by anything. You watch the newer movies that are made and you're like, that was so disappointing. Sometimes the actors suck. Sometimes the whole idea behind the movie sucks. But when you watch a movie from the 50s and the 60s, you expect that. So you're not disappointed. So you're kind of happy when things work out good. Biscuits, 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 and gravy. What are you getting, Jeff? You want the orange? Oh, I was going to try and go catch my platy. Catch my pregnant platy. What are we eating now, Vibes? Got your plans all made for dinner? Or are you just going to go hit a drive-thru? Now that I've scared all those fish to the back of the tank. Oh yeah, they're all back there. Now I gotta wait for them to come forward. Perfect. Too many snails. I'm gonna have to start collecting snails every night like I collect duckweed. If only I had a puffer. Eddie's stream will be on tonight, right? What time do you go on? 6 o'clock your time, Eddie? Empire's back. Orange, yeah, my doggone chat froze up again. Ooh, tacos. It's a change from pizza. Yeah, I think you are the only one, Vibes. What's up, Jeffrey Kane? No discus in this basement. Number one, it's a little cool down here to worry about trying to keep those tanks that warm. Number two, they take up too much tank space as far as I'm concerned. Personal preference. Minimal on the big fish. How are those no heat calls coming, Jeffrey Kane? How many discus do you have, Empire of the Tank Room? Let us know how many you have. Seven Central. Yes, that would be. Oh, that would be 8 o'clock here. Yes. Yeah, and I went Wasami Rainbows. That's my biggest fish. Although, I pulled up the stats on those rosy barbs, and they said 3 to 4 inches, and then Jason was telling me 2 to 2.5. So I'm thinking, how big does a rosy barb get? All right, Jeff Kane. I've been moving mops back and forth out of the Panda Cory tank. And currently I see 2 fry in the little 2-gallon tank I dropped these mops into. Man, I hope they stay, because I've seen them before. I hope I hold on to those. I hope they hold on. So I think I had some before, but I might not have been feeding them regularly enough. Feed, feed, feed. Oh, there it goes. I just look. Feed, feed, feed. Yeah, that's what I said, yeah. You only got 2 angels, Jeff P. Barf. Barf what? Barf, what are you talking about, barf? 4 times a day. No, I'll do 3. I usually do 2 with all my other fry, and I don't have a problem with them. Even the rainbow fish, which love to eat, I raised them up only feeding them twice a day. Phew, I got a buku number of them. Hope I can unload those. It'll probably be, in 2 or 3 months, they'll be the perfect size for getting rid of. think I might have an albino bristlenose male stuck in there sitting on some eggs. I've had 2 hatches of those albino bristlenose, and I probably only have 10 fry in the tank. And I know I started with at least 50. So I don't know what I did wrong with that. Oh, rainbows over cichlids. Yeah, well. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you're including angels in that. I know you got a bunch of angels. No, any tanks decorated for Christmas. No. Eddie, do you decorate your tanks for Christmas? If you do, you have too much time on your hands. That's funny. Oh, I got my whole batch of bluegrass guppy fry. Yeah, I could probably start sexing them out. Looks like I got a fair amount of males. I'm happy for that, because the last couple batches just had a ton of females. Oh, it does. Tough to say. There are a lot of females in there. I have to start getting those separated out. Those are the only guppies I have that I'll actually take the time and separate out males and females. Oh man, a ton of snails in this tank too. What the heck? I have to get ever hopeful down here collecting snails. Smashing snails. She likes to smash snails. She says I gotta have my son design some kind of 3D printed snail smasher. Oh man, I'm thinking about that split pea soup. Woo! Getting excited for that. And chat froze again. No smash. No garfish here. Stranger danger. Hello, June. Yes, smashing of the snails. Fish love it. No alligator fish. Plecos, cories, barbs, guppies, apistos. What else do I have, Jeff? Rainbows. Limia vittatas. Amica splendens. Angelfish. Danios, that's right. CPDs and glow lights. Yeah, what? 4 types of mystery snails. Ivories, golds, blacks, and purples. And cherry shrimp. Caridinas and neos. Not too many caridinas though. So I got snowball shrimp. But let me see. Oh, I still have some. I got 8 of them. But I've never seen more than 2 since I put them in this tank. And I just looked in there and there was 1 right away. But this tank is so thick with hornwort, they could be in there anywhere. I was kind of hoping I'd just have a bunch of them, but they were one of those last minute purchases at the auction. Oh, there's another one, so there's at least 2. See if I can find another one. 1, 2. No, I'll never know if I have a male or a female unless I see some more. That one is definitely not buried. And now I don't know where the second one went. There he is. Nope, that's the first one. I don't know, Jeff. I'm thinking I need to put some stuff in your auction. Some plants. I'm thinking about trying some fish. I'm thinking that maybe Monday might be a good window. I'll have to check the rest of the country. But Monday could be a good window for shipping. It will be here. Hoping to get Cheryl's order out to her and Ron's order out to her. Yeah, those snowballs were late auction purchase. And again, chat froze. What is up with that? Hi, Elaine. Yeah, you keep dropping food in the same corner, those fish will be there. I would T-ship right now. Well, it depends. Not freezing next week for you, Jeff? It's supposed to be between 40 and 50 next week for at least 2 days. Brandon, where'd they come from? Where'd they come from and how many days did it take to get to you? Hey, Kim. Man, I smell fresh homemade bread. Oh, so good. I know, Christine. I have to do the same thing. I have to keep refreshing it too. Brenton, where are you at? And you lost them both? Ross uses really nice containers. I know, Jeff, you're in Canada, so no sense in shipping to you. Plus, it takes that extra day or two to get to you because nobody knows you, where you live out there. It takes them 2 days to find you once it gets into the state of Wisconsin. Wait, you're not in Maryland, are you, Brenton? Because isn't Ross in Maryland? Came from Maryland to you? Where are you at? I should know where he's at. Can't remember. I think my chat froze again, too. Yeah, of course it did. Oh, Brandon's in Wisconsin, too. Yeah, you can jump on that wagon with Empire. Wait till May. Wait, who am I being mean to? Am I being mean to somebody? Besides Jeff Kane? Food mean? Oh yeah, yeah. I'm a bread person, man. You get some good bread going. Oh, I do this Italian garlic and herb bread in my bread maker. Oh, it's to die for. Oh, so good. Oh, I'm so hungry. This chat is driving me absolutely bonkers. Hey, Jose, lurking from work. Canada Post Office? Are you in Canada, Elaine? Because we can't ship fish to Canada anyway, so. I got some deformed guppies for you, Craig. Oh, not deformed. Okay. Oh, yeah, we can't ship fish to Canada anyways. I feel so bad. I drove to a call today, and there's some mail carrier. Oh, these guys are, I mean, they did not work on Monday, which, you know, I thought it was always rain, sleet, or snow, right? Doesn't matter. But they did not move snow on, or move mail on Monday. And the story was that none came in Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. There were no mail trucks that came into town, so they didn't have any mail to deliver. So, but they're out there now. And I mean, all the sidewalks got 3 or 4 feet of snow on them. These guys are out walking on the road, trying to get up people's driveways, they're the mailboxes. Does the bread smell have a hint of onion? No. Did I say onion? I did not say onion. I said garlic and herb. Although, man, that's not a bad idea. I should do an onion bread. Good thinking, Jeffrey Kane. Sometimes I like having you around. Did you get stumped on a furnace yet this year? I know it's early, but isn't there, like, don't you always get at least one a year that just drives you absolutely nuts? Here I'm standing here reading chat. I should be doing stuff in the fish room. Oh, you think you're that good, huh? Not often anymore. I still get one every once in a while. I wouldn't say it's every year, but man, every once in a while. And it's usually something so ridiculous, like a broken wire somewhere that, oh, it's just something that just drives you nuts. All right, let's see. Oh, I know what I'm going to start disconnecting some of these heaters. Oh, Jeffrey P. I can't wait till the stream tomorrow night. Unless you do one tonight and Cheryl comes on. All right, there's one heater out. Yeah, once in a while. Blueberry pancakes. I just had a couple of those the other night, Jeff. Should have told me. I would have taken pictures for you. You know, we got blueberries. I got a buddy that's got a whole bunch of blueberries. And then I've got a whole ton of raspberries. So my freezer usually has bags of blueberries and bags of raspberries. And I think they're two of the, well, those and strawberries. I think strawberries are an awesome fruit as well, but I refuse to pick strawberries. The one fruit I will not pick. I just can't. I don't like being down there on the ground. Too old for that. I'll pay for my strawberries pre-picked. A few more years, I'll have some grandkids that'll pick them for me. No, I'll have to pay them probably to pick them. All right, let's pile up these heaters. Strawberries. Aren't strawberries amazing, Alan? Oh, cherries. My uncle has sweet and sour cherry farm, so I get all the cherries I want as well. And we usually can our cherries. Can our sweet cherries. Yeah, they do like that acidic soil. I tried to do, I mean, I got a pretty big yard, and I mean, I like to have some of this stuff. I know, raised beds. I know, wife's talking about that. But I would put in some blueberry bushes because I wanted blueberries here at the house. I put in 4 plants, 2 different varieties, and I could not keep ahead of the rabbits. I would put wire up around them, and then a storm would blow through or something, knock them over. Those wires could be down for 2 hours, and those blueberry plants would be mowed right down to the ground. just drove me nuts. So finally I just took them out. Natural gas, Jeffrey. Raised beds. I like those tiered gardens. Those tiered strawberry bed gardens. Could probably do that. I should do that. I should put one of those in. Good thinking, Jody P. Yeah, we got a ton of rabbits. It's ridiculous. Up in the middle of town, you can go out in the yard. They'll be like 3 feet from you before they take off. Can't fire a gun in town. Don't fire a gun. Let's see, I'm going to throw away a Hydra heater. I'm going to throw away a doggone another aquarium co-op heater. I don't even want to know how many aquarium co-op heaters I've thrown away. Oh, listen, dork. I have forced air. My second floor is set up for hydronic, but I never put a boiler in, so second floor just gets gravity. And I've decided that because it's such an old house and it gets so stinking hot upstairs in the summer, I'm just going to I'm putting ductwork in the attic and going to put a small mechanical room on the second floor and go forced air from the ceiling on the second floor. Greenstalk Garden Towers. I'll check that out. No, I'm not throwing them out, Brenton. I am throwing out the bad ones. I am throwing out the ones that no longer work. I'm throwing out a Hydra that failed on me. And that thing wasn't even 6 months old. And I'll be throwing, I don't know how many aquarium co-ops I still have in tanks that no longer work. Very frustrating. Thus the reason for putting the heater down here in the basement. Who's young? Geothermal, huh? Geothermal. I don't know. Geothermal. Pretty pricey to repair. That's all I got to say. Who just did that? Who was I talking to? Let me think. Where was that? Oh, up on the hill. They've been in their house for 15 years. And they just paid $15,000 to repair their geothermal system. Was it worth it? I don't know. Because that $15,000 repair doesn't even take care of all the equipment. There's still stuff that's still 15 years old that can still fail. I just think that geothermal is just so expensive. Alan, what are you making? What the heck was that, Big Steve? Not a lot. 15K is a boiler change out nowadays. Oh, geez. See, I'm in the wrong business. I say that, but I know it is, but that's not what I charge. That's why I'm a poor plumber HVAC guy. Yeah, propane's about next to electric. That's about the most expensive heat. Oil's the cheapest per BTU, followed by natural gas. Yeah, boiler changeouts, but I'm still not sold, Jeff, on the new high-efficiency boilers. Man. Rebates. Where's all that money come from? Rebates. Well, if you can't get natural gas, propane's the way to go, but propane can burn dirtier. Propane can burn dirtier than natural gas. Yeah, natural's always cheaper. Should always be cheaper. Should be dirt cheap here in Pennsylvania. We got a ton of it. Everybody's smashing up some snails. Us Corys love to eat these snails. Smash them up and they'll go chomp on them. Wouldn't smash any mystery snails, Jeff P, don't worry. Need back what I missed? I would go electric over propane. Yeah, man, you must have cheap electric out there. Yeah, I've had a lot of trouble propane units that just soot up. If they're not burning right, they're gonna soot fast. Eddie's not interested in them dancing girls. Eddie's interested in sausage and biscuits. Where are you at, Big Steve? That doesn't seem like a lot of propane for a year. Yeah, have you ever spread your snails out on cottage cheese vibes? Maryland. Not that bad down there, is it? All right, where's my fatty female? Oh, there she is. Think I can catch her? Nope, she's going in the back. Oh, them platies. They're fast. Haha, gotcha. All right, I'm sorry, Mommy, but you're going in a breeder bag. Breeder box. Spit me out some babies and I'll let you out. My friend Jeff P wants some Hawaiian Variatus platies, so I gotta get them out of her so she doesn't eat them. The only other thing I don't like about those breeder boxes is the discharge grates. Number one, they're not big enough. They should make them longer because they only have like a 1 inch, inch and a quarter little overflow. So when you put a sponge in there, because the grates on the screen are too big, put a sponge in there, it takes nothing for that to plug up. Oh, let's see. Cottage cheese on salad or with peaches. Cottage cheese on a guacamole. What the heck? Yeah, that would keep the temperature of your house up. Cottage cheese on biscuits and gravy. Yeah, propane contracts suck. $500. I can do that in a month. What was the name of that restaurant that you did the stream on? The video on, Vibes? I did not recognize the name of it. I got nothing wrong with cottage cheese. I'm not going to have it with guacamole. I just like it with pepper. Just sprinkle some pepper on top. I'm good to go. You can tell me what restaurant that was? See ya, Jody. I gotta know if there's any of those anywhere near me to try that, Vibes. I'm thinking it's a southern place though. Oh, man, I'm getting hungry. Let's everything switch to food. Suppose I can shut off my water change system now. Oh, Whataburger, yeah. I don't know how many, I don't know. They have sausage and gravy? Yeah, I've heard of them. I don't know that they're anywhere near us. Hey, Jake, Katie, River, whoever. So far, so good. Put in a little fan. Just need to do a little more buttoning up in the basement. But yeah, got a little fan blowing from one end to the other. I think it's balancing things out a little bit better. But I still have I have areas that I need to button up. I'm hoping I can spend a little bit of time on it this weekend. Get a couple more bags of concrete up on the walls. I have one big opening that is draped in plastic that goes to a crawl space that is very cold because it's on an unfinished corner of the house that doesn't have a foundation under it. So that is a cold crawl space, and I need to get that hole in the stone foundation to a point where I can get something over it that seals it up. I think if I cover that up, I'll be golden. What's up, baby? Sleeping? Jake? Oh, Are you still at work or are you home? 5 o'clock there? My wife would never eat biscuits and gravy. I don't think I could even get her to make them. Ooh, biscuit. Nothing like a good flaky biscuit. How about a nice flaky biscuit just out of the oven? Put a little fresh strawberry jam on it. Oh, so good. That's what I'm going to do with the ends of the loaf of bread. I'll cut the heel end off the loaf of bread and soak butter into it and put some strawberry jam on that thing while it's still nice and warm. You hungry, Jeff P? We have a grandson coming in January. We have a granddaughter, our youngest one will be one in January 4th. So we got to go to Kentucky for her birthday. And then probably the week after that, we'll have another grandchild. And then I think in end of February, I think I get rid of my wife for an entire week. She's going to go to Kentucky and stay with the new baby. Oh, Stephen P., don't get hangry, buddy. Don't get hangry. Come on. Yeah, lots to spoil. That'll be number 6 coming in January. 3 of them are close, 3 of them are far. Man, those stir-bys are gorgeous Corys. I suppose I should probably feed my brine shrimp. Get that done, because once I go up for dinner, I don't think I'm coming back down here. Should probably check and see what my charge is on the phone, so I don't drop off like I did. Oh, we're still sitting pretty. Yeah, this morning's stream just faded into oblivion. Singing already. She got her playing the guitar already. Nancy B in Tennessee, welcome. Zenny, welcome. You know, talking fish, talking food. Vibes is here, so we're talking cottage cheese. It is not a 24-hour live stream, although I have to check the calendar and see if we can pull something like that off. I should have done that during the snowstorm. Then you guys could have come out with me every 2 hours and shoveled. A foot keyboard, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. I can remember when we had the first grandkids for my wife's family and my family. And then when my sisters and her brothers started having kids, every Christmas we would buy the stupidest, loudest little kids music maker that we could find, whether it was some kind of little drum or a little keyboard or something with no volume control. That's awesome to buy those for little kids. No tales from the cottage cheese. Leftover chili. Oh, leftover chili's awesome. There is not vibes, none that I'm aware of. Although you could probably go out and when did the stream start? You can probably go out and buy one of those like small little front loaders for kids, remote controlled. And then they would probably, I might be done by June moving snow around here. Might be done by June. Supposed to get 2 days above 40 next week, so hopefully we get rid of some of this crap. Because it's causing a ton of problems. I think I said this. I don't know when I said it. Must have been on Jeff's stream. In the spring. What do you want, Brenton? Because I could take some from you too. Yeah, well, it's 20. It's below freezing here. I think the lowest we've dipped so far is around 20. It's the 50-some inches of snow that are the killer. Anyways, my very good friend's second parents, their carport on their trailer collapsed. That sucks. So I got to try and get that cleaned up next week and get a hold of the insurance company and see what I can make off of that little project. Their insurance company is amazing. I got a good job out of them. Last year at this time, they had a water line leak under their trailer which rotted a hole in the floor. And the insurance company paid to redo all that, and that was a disaster. So now they're going to pay for a new carport. So maybe that'll mean some new fish tanks for me. Because I bill now according to what I want to do in my fish room. Best way to, yeah. All right. Okay, let me go back up here. Okay, Brent 19, Empire 19. Wait, what do you want, Jeff P? You want it all? Big Steve, I have not heard from Ben. That email link died off. Who was the last one? Were you the last one to send something in it? I don't know where that's going. I don't have high hopes. I am very upset that, I mean, again, I still say if there's a health reason, but at some point after 4 weeks, somebody needs to say something. So I think we're probably beyond that. And I'm just frustrated, right? I mean, and it's never happened to Skipper before. But, oh well. Zenny, you aren't even allowed to post that stuff about 70 degrees. Vibes head south. I know. I like collecting everyone else's fish. Yes, Jeff P., that is correct. Ooh, ouch. I think he got me for, oh crud, now I can't remember. It wasn't that much though. What did you order from him? I want to say mine was like 70 or 80 bucks. Ouch. Vibes at 59. All the male rainbow shiners are spawning. A little difficult without the females being interested. Yeah, I guess, Steve, yeah, you're right. I mean, at some point you just call a spade, right? That's what it is. At some point, I mean, what has it been, 4 weeks? I want to say it's been 4 weeks at least, right? And not a response. Somebody should have responded to something. Even if he's got somebody helping him, if he's that disabled, somebody should have been able to, whoever's taking care of his stuff, should have been able to reach out to us and say, hey, listen, here's what's going on. But haven't heard a word. So yeah, I mean, I always want to be the last one to badmouth somebody, but at some point you just say, yeah, time to call it out. Oh, 3 suit. Oh yeah, I was gonna bid on those too. Yes, he was the one that couldn't come up. He couldn't come up, and I don't know how did you pay him, Big Steve? Yeah, it was the first time it happened to Skipper. I've talked to him about it. I talked to him. He was in one of my streams, and I talked to him a lot about it after the stream. And Skipper felt really, really bad about it. But I mean, and I don't hold anything against Skipper, right? I mean, I don't think that I can hold anything against Skipper. I'm not going to. It's just, I mean, it's Ben McLeod. He's the one, right? And it's not like he hasn't been around. And if I'm correct, he's actually purchased stuff from people. But anyways, I was asking you, Steve, how did you pay him? Because, yeah, I don't either. Oh, you paid on... So, he didn't have... Did you pay him or did you pay his quote-unquote friend? Because he told me he didn't have PayPal, because that's how I usually pay for fish. So he didn't have PayPal, but he said his friend, I could pay his friend and his friend would get him the cash. So he gave me his friend's Zelly link and I paid him on Zelly. Well, actually I paid him out of my wife's account because I don't have Zelly. Oh, is that why it went Zelly? Huh. I wonder, is there a claim you can make on that, on Zelly? Yeah, so when you look at some of the stuff how that all played out, it's like, yeah, this could have very well been a scam. And so I don't know. I don't know. And it may not have been him. It may not have been Ben McLeod, but he's got to be aware of it by now. I don't know. Still questions, but yeah, no doubt. We got hosed. That much is true. We got hosed. Don't blame Skipper one bit. I like the auctions. I like that we have more auctions coming up with Jeff P. I enjoy the auctions. You never know what you're going to see in them, what you can get. But now, there's going to be a taste in some of our mouths that we might second guess who we buy from. And I hate that that's there, but... And of course, my chat froze again. Yeah, I think that I'm going to have to switch to that brand. PayPal's all I use. I'm just going to tell people that. Yep, catfish level stuff. That's what I'm thinking too. It was fishy from the jump. But he's bought stuff at those auctions before. Oh, he did have a fundraiser. He had what? He had a fundraiser? For him? Oh, Skipper. Yeah, that was Skipper's fundraiser. No, but I remember somebody in talking about this, and it might have been Skipper that told me, said that he had actually bought stuff from somebody. So he's actually paid for stuff and received stuff. You don't need to eat yet, Jeff. You're fine. Besides, I'm only good for about 15 more minutes here. Then I'm gonna go eat. So I'm gonna feed my baby brine shrimp, and my Equus Corys will get none of that because they're bad fish. They're just gonna have to watch everyone else eat brine shrimp. No shrimp for you. Anyways, yes, that is a bummer. Not giving up on the auctions. Feel bad about that whole deal. I don't think Skipper shouldn't feel bad, but I mean, I guess if I was in his position, I'd feel bad about it too, because him being the one that brought Ben in and allowed him to be a part of the auction. Okay, let's see. Only horny fish get live foods. Correct, Stephen P. And that's what I tell them, too. Okay, as a fun, he's gonna... Yeah, that does suck. No, he told me he didn't have PayPal. I told him I only had PayPal. And he said, I don't have PayPal. Oh, I see what you're saying, Zenny. Yeah, I wonder if we can get an address from somebody. Well, you want to get the angry mob going? Zenny, you gonna head it up? We'll all march with pitchforks behind Zenny and her flaming torch. It'll be straight out of Young Frankenstein. Love that movie. Chat freeze again? Yep. Zenny's got the pitchforks. I know a guy. Yeah, we all know a guy, don't we? If you had to zelly his friend, when I zellied him, it went to him. Oh, when you zellied him, it went to him. Crap, all my lights just shut off. Oh, I had to send it to a friend, yeah. You gotta have the flaming torches though, right, Steven? Vibes. I'm not throwing cottage cheese. I'm not gonna waste cottage cheese. We're talking pitchforks and torches, and Fish Nerd thinks he's getting a hug. Thanks, Zenny. Thank you, Zenny. I gotta turn lights back on. I didn't get enough of my heaters pulled out that I wanted to get pulled out, but yeah, June. Well, Steve started it. Blame Big Steve. He got us all worked up, riling up the crowd. I guess the biggest thing about that whole Ben McLeod deal is that I didn't even want those fish. I only took them because Cheryl bought the fish that I wanted. And it was the last group of Corys that I didn't have that were on the list. So I'm like, well, if I want to get another species of Corys, this is going to be the one that I get, because there are no more available. And then I don't get them. It's awesome. Gotta love it. Right, Jeff P. That's exactly where I'm at, right? I mean, I hope he didn't die. Yeah, I know we're all a-holes. Yep. That's true. We can feel bad about it later. There's no reason that after 5 weeks we can't jump to a couple of conclusions. He insisted overnight shipping with you? Oh, he did ask me about it. Yeah, and I said, you know what? Because I asked where he was, and I knew where I was, and I'm like, no, I'll just go regular shipping. And now in hindsight, that was a deal right there, wasn't it? He was trying to get as much money out of you as he could. Because it was still, the weather was still good enough. I wasn't concerned about shipping. Oh, there's another tank that needs duckweed disposal. Wait, where you been, Jeff Kane? What I miss? What I miss? You missed it all, brother. You missed all the chat about Ben McLeod. We shall see. I don't think I'll be afraid of any auctions. Might be checking out a couple of names. If you don't recognize a name, you're going to be thinking twice about it. But I don't know. Whatever. I guess I'm done talking about it. You guys can keep talking about it if you want. All right, here I am right in front of the Equus tank. Sorry guys, only horny fish get live food. Stephen P says only horny fish. You guys get none. Yep, you guys can just watch me walk on by. Still waiting for these doadroyois, doadroyois, whatever they are. I can never say that. Doadrioi, I don't know. Can't get fry out of them. Oh man, even feeding this brine shrimp makes me hungry. Starving. All right, let's see where are we at. What have I missed? Yeah, milking it more. Well, somebody helps him do all that because he's in a wheelchair, paralyzed from the waist down, chest down, I think. So somebody helps him do all this. So whoever does help him do all this could have at least forwarded information. Does he have a channel? Oh man, I didn't check on that either. I think he does. I'll have to look. Thanks for rubbing it in, Alan. Horny fish, righto, Jake. Horny fish, gotta have horny fish. Oh no, you're fine, Steve. I mean, it did need to come out. I think it did need to come out. I don't know. I mean, I'm not afraid of auctions. I mean, I haven't been in this that long, but what do you run across? The problem a year? Yeah, I don't know. There's a picture of him floating around, so I don't know if it's a lie or not, but rakes work, SC. Rakes work. Now I can't even remember what I fed and what I didn't. Does it matter? They'll all eat again anyways. They don't care. They're all pigs. Except the Equus aren't getting anything. You guys are horny. You can have some food. You guys, I'm waiting for you, my Sans Corys. Keep waiting for those guys to give me some eggs. Might have to do a little bit of push on those. Might need a little push on those. Some kind of trigger. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Any transaction can go bad. That's true, Jim. Favorite holiday drink? Oh, I won't touch that eggnog crap. Yeah, right, exactly, Jeff. I know, it's frustrating, isn't it, Christine? Steve. Yeah, well, that's at this point I don't know what to believe. So, but there was a picture. Well, he put that in that one of those first emails to us, Steve. Mark wants cyanide. I guess he's having the wrong people over for Christmas. Equus, I'm at about 3 months on the dry season with my Equus. You need live foods. Everybody needs live foods in their diet. Wait, are you horny? Never mind, don't answer that question, especially in the stream. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I haven't seen hide nor hair of them in 5 weeks, so. No food for the Equus because they're in the dry season and they're not horny. So unless they start laying eggs for me, they're not getting any food. I don't know. I'm assuming that they had to be 6 to 8. They were minimum, because they were pretty well grown when I got them. So they had to be 6, 8, 10 months maybe when I got them. And I've had them for almost a year now. So if they're one of those Corys that have to be a certain age, that could be, I don't know. Cider, cold cider. I don't want hot cider. I don't want eggnog. Just give me an IPA. I'll take an IPA. Or a Moscow Mule. Kind of getting into those. Those are kind of good. In fact, that's what I'll be on tonight, I think. I think I'll do a couple Moscow Mules tonight. Ooh, maybe I should drop some raspberries into it. Pistos are about to get shut off too if they don't start giving me something. They better start coughing up some babies or they're going to be shut off. No more live foods for them. I'm just teasing you guys. You guys just keep doing what you're doing. I know that I can always unload extra brine shrimp into these rainbow fish tanks. Stinking pigs. And I should put some more in with my cherry barbs because they've been going crazy. Yeah, could it not be sexy time? I just gotta bring it on, don't I, Jeff? I just bring on the sexy time, yep. Yeah, I'm figuring, Fish Nerd, I'm figuring about another 4 to 6 weeks, and then they should be down to about maybe 25% water level. I'm gonna try and go a little bit farther than that, I think. And then they're gonna get about 15 gallons of RO and some frozen bloodworms, some baby brine. I'll wait for a nice front to come through. See if we can get the pressure drop. I do not buy bloodworms online. Frozen bloodworms, too expensive to ship. I'll let y'all know if I ever get a fish store opened up. I priced that out, buying it frozen and getting it shipped to you. I priced it out, and it was cheaper for me to buy it at Pet Supplies Plus. And then it's even better when I swap fish at my LFS for frozen food. That's what I get. That's what I get from my LFS in exchange for fish. The big packs, they've got because they bring in from somewhere in Buffalo, they bring in the big rolls of frozen brine and bloodworms. So I'll get a box each of those, which I think they retail those at about $60. I can't remember. Maybe not that much. Whew, hot water. Well, I appreciate you all being down here with me. I may not get as much done as I normally would, checking and chatting and checking chat. That's a tough one to say, but it's much more enjoyable. I'm afraid to go upstairs and look out the window because I'm afraid we got snow falling. But I have to go upstairs because that's where the split pea soup and fresh bread are. All right, where am I? Let me get caught up. Yeah, right. $1 million shipping. I think that. Where did I? Oh, Brine Shrimp Direct was the last place I priced frozen food from, and that was ridiculous because I think it was like shipping was like $125 or something, and I'm thinking I've got to buy a lot of frozen food to make that worth it. Not any luck with those White Cloud eggs, huh? I know, I need to put some on eBay. Yep, agreed, Fish Nerd. That's where it made sense. That's why I'm saying unless I could sell it, I'm not going to buy that much. You bet you're running water. I'm a plumber, for crying out loud. I'm going to have running water in my fish room. Zenny. I'm sure it will be fine. Yes. Yep. Spent in some guy's basement. I'll ship you some vibes if you want. Petco for frozen, Ken's for dry. Pet Supplies Plus for frozen. Pet Supplies Plus is just closer. So, plus if I shop at Giant Eagle, I get a $5 off coupon, good for a $30 purchase at Pet Supplies Plus, and it's like in the same plaza as the Giant Eagle, so blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, I gotta get going too. $6.50, holy cow. Oh, there you go, Jeff. Yeah, I saw your videos. Petco, I thought that was Petco, Jeff. Is it PetSmart that had those or Petco? Nobody had them here. Nobody had them. I should check my locals, give them a call or something. All right, I am gonna head out. I thank you all for being here. And let's see, what do we got going on? What do you want to see? Amica splendens. I got a female in there that's pretty stinking fat. And then check out the, where is he? There he is. Isn't he pretty? Red Spot Rio, Paraguay. 3 of them in there. I think there's actually supposed to be 4. Have to check. And then my favorite guppy. Aren't those gorgeous? And the females look so good too. And there's my boy just waiting for a little woman. All right. Yep, I'll talk to you later, Jeff. I'll talk to you later, Jeff. I'll see you later, Jeff P. or Stephen P. And yeah, no, I'm starved to death, right? All right, thanks everybody. Have a good night. Talk to y'all soon.